Alright guys, welcome back to part 4. I'll try and go a bit quicker now because my legs are giving up the ghost and I'm starting to lose my light. So I'll crack on. Great little game here, Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing. This is a special edition pack that came with the wheel. If you haven't played this game, it's fantastic. Obviously there's Sega and Sonic transformed now, which is slightly better, but this is still pretty good. Well worth picking up if you see it, especially with the wheel. Wheel's a nice addition. Here's another old game, Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz. Look at that, I've still got the price sticker on it. I never actually paid £2.50 for this, I got it cheaper. This is not a very good Super Monkey Ball game. The GameCube games are much better. This uses the remote and it's not very precise. For a game that requires millisecond precision, millimetre precision, sorry, it's difficult to play with remote. This is aimed more at party games. I think there's over 50 this time in it, and they are quite fun. It's certainly good fun to play with other people, but the actual Monkey Ball game itself's fairly disappointing. There's a great little game here, Silent Hill Shattered Memories. This is an entry into the Silent Hill game. I think this was only released on the Wii. It may have got a PSP release, I'm not 100% sure. Really good game, one of the better Silent Hill games in my opinion. Really creepy, dark, mysterious. It plays well with the Wii remote. One of the best games for the Wii, Sin and Punishment. This was the sequel to the N64 original, Sin and Punishment. Beautiful graphics, plays phenomenally well. Great arcade shooter. This is an essential title to have in your Wii collection. Spyborgs, another update. This one is not quite as well received. It's made by Capcom. It's sort of like a Streets of Rage style game, but set in a 3D environment, and you could shoot people, you could melee attack people, set in a space world. It's not that great, to be honest. Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2, not as good as the original, but one added benefit to this is the Wii controls do add to it. You could use your force powers by flicking the nunchuck and whatnot. Story is pretty poor, but I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, so it maybe appeal more to people that enjoy Star Wars. Sam & Max, this is a nice little point and click game, very very funny. This was released as downloadable games I think originally, in episodes. Made by Telltale Games. It's a unique game in that there's a dog and a rabbit as detectives, and you have to solve crimes. I think there's 5 crimes in total you have to solve. But yeah, it's point and click. If you enjoy point and click game, you'll enjoy this. It's pretty funny. Good little racing game here, Speed Racer. This is based on the movie. It plays unlike anything else. It's a little bit like Wipeout, not as good, but beautiful graphics. It does feel a little on rails at times, but it's really good actually. If the movie was terrible, but this is definitely a good game to pick up. We've got Sonic Colors. This is one of the only decent Sonic games from sort of last generation. Really fast, 3D game. It's not a 2D game like a lot of the current Sonic games, but yeah, really good. Eggman has a theme park where you have to fucking destroy, basically, that's it. But definitely worth picking up. Good Sonic game, the few and far between unfortunately. Tomb Raider game now, Tomb Raider Underworld, just the same as the 360 and PS3 version, although they've tried to add in a few more puzzles where you have to use the Wii remote. There you have to use your pliers to snip a few things, and that kind of takes you out of it, to be honest. I can see why they've tried to do it, but it's just really a gimmick at the end of the day. The PS3 and 360 versions are better. Another Tomb Raider game. We've got Tomb Raider Anniversary. And this is sort of a loose remake of the original one. Really good actually. I remember when this came out, it was quite a breath of fresh air compared to the old Tomb Raider style games. This and Legend was really good. So yeah, so obviously it plays nothing like the latest Tomb Raider, but it's still a fun game to play. Here we've got a bit of a hidden gem here. I've just got this recently actually. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Smash Up. This is nothing like the current Turtles games that are sort of like a Streets of Rage style game again. This is placed like Super Smash Brothers. Really good game. It's a Smash Brothers rip-off, but with the Turtles characters. Plays well. The environments are pretty good. They're based on several levels. You could knock people out windows and whatnot. So yeah, I'd definitely recommend this. I think it might be quite hard to find in the future. We've got Tony Hawk Shred. This uses a novelty plastic controller. I quite enjoy this game actually. I think it's because I'm a huge fan of, well, was a huge fan of Top Skater in the arcade, the old Sega game that had a full-size skateboard. I think if you go into this game thinking it's going to control perfectly and the controller is going to be a fantastic peripheral, you're going to be disappointed, because it is an on-rails game. But if you go in thinking it's just going to be a bit of fun, it's definitely worth picking up. I got this and the controller for £4, so it's definitely worth the money. There's the controller there. Great game for the Wii now. Trauma Center, Second Opinion. This is the second one. These were DS original games where you have to play a doctor and try and save people, and must only employ good looking women in this hospital. I wonder if they could say that on the job description. Must be hot. But yeah, it's a pretty good game. Wii controls work well, especially when you're using the paddle and that to shock people back to life that have had too much drunk and things like that. First one, Trauma Center New Blood, is also an excellent game. Both can be picked up pretty cheap and are both welcome additions to your collection. Two Wii Sport games now. Obviously Wii Sport, everybody knows about that. And then Wii Sports Resort, not as good as the first one. There's a few good events in it that's worth doing. The wakeboarding's particularly good fun, but nothing really special. Here's, oh, no, that one, this one. Wario Land, The Shake Dimension. Now this is an underrated platformer game. Wario never seems to get the love he deserves. This is, again, a beautiful looking game, 2D, and the gimmick in this game is you use the Wii remote, you give it a waggle, and you can control, like, you shake the screen and things fall down or things bounce up and things like that. But it's really good. It's a highlight of my game collection for the Wii. I love Wario, I think he's a great character. It's definitely a change of pace from the Mario games that are more bouncy, more jumping about. So that's Wario Land. Pick it up. Also got another Wario game, WarioWare Smooth Moves. This game is just utter bonkers. It's similar to the GameCube game where you just play all these little micro games, but it's the voiceover in this is fantastic. It's really comical, just straight laced. It's just a really fun game. Even if you just play it for 10 minutes, it's 10 minutes well spent. You'll come away laughing your head off. Got Wii Play. Everyone knows Wii Play. X-Men Origins, Wolverine. A game based on the movie that has nothing to do with the movie. The Xbox version and the PS3 version I think are really good games, actually good hack and slash style games. This one is pretty poor. This was remade for the Wii and the PS2 and it's not as good. You go down endless corridors or wooded areas that all look the same. It's I would definitely give this one a miss. Last few games. One of the best for the system, Xenoblade Chronicles. Again, this is going to be hard to get again, guys, soon, so I'll try and snap it up sooner rather than later. Beautiful RPG. Unfortunately, I've not put the time I really should into this game. It's a massive game. I've heard people spending 100 hours on this thing, and I've only played it for a few, but it is beautiful. Beautiful game. Definitely one of the best games for the Wii. We will talk about this for years to come. And finally, Zack and Wiki, Quest for Barbaros Treasure. Now this is a unique game. It's a point and click puzzle game by Capcom. Again, beautiful graphics. The Wii has done some beautiful graphics. If you could even see it, if the camera will fucking zoom. But yeah, it's a puzzle game. It's fiendishly difficult. There's loads of levels. You have to use the Wii remote to activate different tricks and different objects and things like that. Truly, it's not so much a hidden gem because everyone knows about it, but I don't think people they probably see it but they don't pick it up. It's definitely a game worth playing. It's fantastic. Well, there you go guys, that's my Wii collection. Sorry it took almost 2 hours to show you it all. I thought I'd like to try and go a bit more in depth with it. I really do enjoy the Wii. I feel everyone has access to a Wii. Every man, every gran, every boy and his dog have got a Wii. So these are good games to pick up for it. Every game I've showed you, bar a few, are definitely worth playing. So yeah, give your Wii some love guys. Well, thanks a lot for checking this video out, and I'll catch you next time.